In keeping with this bright couple's love of a good story, it would be remiss of me to neglect your passion for all things Disney. The films, the music, the theatre, and the theme parks have long had a special place in both of your hearts. For generations, Disney films have contained little kernels of knowledge for both children and adults alike. The importance of fulfilling promises and being loyal to your spouse was colourfully depicted in Up. The ageless Toy Story provided lessons about facing challenges in unison rather than individually. And of course, The Beauty and the Beast brought you a love story based on trust and meaningful connection. I hasten to add here, everyone, that Philip is far removed from any beast, a true gentleman with a heart.
You're here.
Claire and Philip, there is no doubt in my mind that your love story would be thoroughly deserving of a big screen adaptation. You've already lived wholesome and rewarding adventures, each one revealing more of your partner's unique self. Upon asking Claire what it is that makes Philip so special to her, she compiled a list as long as Walt Disney's film catalogue. However, there were a few that were easily her favourites. Philip's ability to make her laugh is so simple, yet something that she treasures deeply. She knows if she has a tough day in the hospital, Philip will be the best sounding board, a pillar of support, and always have a bear hug to make things feel better. His all-encompassing kindness hasn't dimmed since day one, back when they were two excitable 17-year-olds. If anything, Claire says, it is getting stronger with age in the way he treats his family and his friends. She is so full of appreciation for everything Philip does for her. Many a day Claire spent in the wards and hospital before studying all night in anticipation of a brighter future for both her and Philip. What made those long months more manageable was the certainty that Philip was there to will her on and offer unwavering support. That selflessness is a trait that Philip's parents and friends will attest to as well. He is always willing to help in times of need. When I asked Philip what he remembered about those days, rather typically it seems he shrugged off any suggestion of self-importance. He simply said he did what was necessary to get Claire across the line. Well, cometh the hour, cometh the woman. A few short years later, Philip was the one balancing studies with work. Pulling shifts and undertaking his teacher training, Philip can remember the effort Claire put in order to manage stressful and challenging times. Thoughtful gestures, positive reinforcement, and little messages left around the house to encourage him. Was it repayment for his devotion in her aforementioned time of need? No. There is no payment or repayment when it comes to true love. There is only selflessness, and that is clearly abundant with you both. Indeed, Philip found it hard to put his finger on one thing that makes Claire so important to him. He says that from day one he was besotted. It was, and continues to be, the complete package that Claire offers. She has a genuinely good soul, someone who sees the good in everyone and assigns value to that. Philip is always impressed with the gifts that she arrives home from work with, small thank you gestures from her patients who appreciate her honesty and unfaltering dedication. With her by their side, he firmly believes it's the reason why so many of them heal physical and mental wounds in the manner that they do. Vocational healer, Philip reckons Claire has more of an effect on the people than she'll ever understand. I have to agree with him here, as there is something special about kindness, as it seems to sit quietly beyond all things. With these beautiful tributes in our minds, I would now like to ask Philip's sister Eileen to deliver our second reading of the ceremony. Once again, an extract from The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. This reading was chosen by Philip to highlight the importance of companionship during challenging times. Eileen?
What is the gravest thing you've ever said? Asked the boy. Help, said the horse. When have you been at your strongest? Asked the boy. When I have dared to show my weakness. Asking for help isn't giving up, said the horse. It's refusing to give up. Sometimes I feel lost, said the boy. Me too, said the mole. But we love you, and love brings you home. I think everyone is just trying to get home.